Good.
What up, y'all? What's going on? Welcome to the Imperfect Action Show. Man, what's today's date? Let me look real quick. Wait. April 18th? It's April 18th, episode 41, which is crazy. I got my guy David Power Talk on the episode. We've been talking for a while,
Yes.
figuring out figuring out when we can get him on. Was finally able to do it. You know what I'm saying? We had the opportunity to link in person at Neo's event over the weekend. And then it was only right, you know.
Yes,
So
sir.
before we even get into today's topic, man, why don't you introduce yourself? Let the people know a little bit about you. What I'm gonna do while you're doing that, I'm gonna send a text to my community, let them know that we are live as people start to tap in. But yeah, let them know a little bit about who David Powell Talk is.
No problem, man. First of all, man, I want to thank you for having me on your show, man. I love it. I watch it. I mean, I just want to say thank you, man. It's an honor for me to be here, man. Thank you, King.
I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, definitely, man. So listen, I'm David Powell Talk, certified motivational speaker. I got certified on the Eric Thomas camp. I've been speaking over 10 years. I help people to turn their pain into power. Also, too, I help people to become powerful motivational speakers. So that pain, that story you might have, this is the time for you to walk on stage and to get paid for that story. But not only that, to turn that pain into power and that power into purpose. So yes, I've been an entrepreneur for over probably 16 years. How I got into the speaking world, I actually came on career day one day of school, gave him a powerful story. It took off from there. That developed David Power Talk. And we'll get a little bit more about my story as we go on through this interview. But yes, guys, Instagram is David Power Talk. Everything, TikTok, David Power Talk. I help you turn that pain into power. I'm a motivational speaker. If you're feeling down, tap into me. Doubt, tap into me. Depression, tap into me. Repeat after me, everybody. It's my turn. Let's get it.
Yo, bro. So before we get into talking about why pain can really be your power, which I think is a interesting topic that definitely needs to be touched on. How did you find yourself in the motivational lane, and then why did you feel it was important for you to get that certification? You know what I'm saying? Because everyone doesn't necessarily feel like they want to get certified officially, right?
Right.
And then
Right.
what led you to this passion that you have right now?
All right, Corey. So the first thing, let me get into what led me to it. What led me to it was that I actually there was a friend of mine. She's a teacher, so she knew I was an entrepreneur. So I also own two other companies, which is in real estate and also to build commercial and residential properties. So she said, "Listen, I know your story. Could you come to the school and speak to the eighth graders and the ninth graders to give them some motivation?" I said, "Sure, no problem." Came, I spoke to the school. They was like, "That was amazing. I would love for you maybe come back again or go to another school." So at that time, that was kind of the birth of David Power Talk, and it what inspired me from that was to look in these young men and women faces from the same neighborhood I'm from and to give them that inspiration, that new purpose, and they could see somebody that looked like them, been through what they've been through. Yep, father wasn't there, maybe drugs, maybe home to home, things about my story we might tap into a little bit later, but to see their faces and for them to realize that their current situation does not define them. It's about what they do from this point on. That's what inspired me to really tap into my full purpose as a speaker. Now, your second question was why did I decide to get certified after? Because I was speaking at different schools prior to even tapping into Game Changers or Eric Thomas. And I seen his ad about Game Changers, and I'm saying to myself, you know what? ET is always, ET videos, man. They always inspire you. If you're in a motivational world, if you don't know who Eric Thomas is, you need to definitely tap into him. So basically, I seen one of his videos, and I said, you know what? If I'm going to be the best, let me get trained by one of the best. So therefore, a lot of people are afraid to have mentors, afraid to have coaches. Whatever you're doing in life, you need a mentor. You need a coach. You don't know everything. Think about Kobe. Think about Jordan. Think about LeBron. All the greats, what they have, a great coach. You
Mhm.
might be good at what you do, but somebody can tighten your skills up. So therefore, I decided to take that journey to the next step to join this program. When I did that, at first I was a little hesitant at first because your ego's in the way. I've been speaking, I'm good, I know what I'm doing. But one thing I want to tell about anybody that is doubting about a mentorship or a coach, bring your ego down and realize you need to be nice, to be great. You must be coachable. You got to be humble. You got to take somebody's advice. You got to listen. So that's what I did. I stepped into the room, about 30 some people, went on stage in front of CJ, Eric Thomas and them, and I spoke for the first time. And CJ looked me right in my face, said, Power Talk, you got the gift. I'm just going to tweak you up a little bit. And that's what they did. And I ended up getting certified. So it was important to me because now I know the things that I was lacking, the things that I needed as a speaker, they was going to help me with that. So anybody watching this, I don't care what area you in, if you're in real estate, talk to a mentor or coach, somebody that can help you to get to the next level of the things you think that you already might know, but they're going to help you with some things that you really think you know, but you really don't know.
I would 100% agree with you. And I think even in my own journey in the very beginning, when I was thinking about like getting coaches in entrepreneurship, because I play sports, I looked at coaches only as like coaching me in a sport.
Right.
Like it was like as I got older, I realized, wow, I can actually get coaches that can help me in finances and in different areas of entrepreneurship, or mindset or whatever. Then it just started to click. So I just kind of want to throw it out there for anyone thinking that, you may not need a coach because you're not playing a sport, or you may not need a coach because you're in this particular category or this particular category. If you're looking to level up and get to the next level, I would definitely agree with David Power Talk on that, man. Just to sharpen your skills, see your blind spots, help you get to different areas faster that, you'll probably get to if you didn't have a coach. It just may take you way longer. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So all right, bro, want to transition real quick. Hey, community, what's up? I see you guys on the East Coast and the West Coast. If you have any questions for David Power Talk, drop them in the chat so we can answer these questions live. I now want to talk to you about what is that thing, right? You're talking about, right? Pain. Why is it important for somebody to turn their pain into power? And like, how is that even possible? Because if I'm in pain and I'm emotional, how can I use what I'm actually feeling into something that could be a positive and actually help me and be something of power for me? Like, how does that happen? How do you recognize that? How do you cultivate it? How do you use it?
Right. So I want to go back to my pain points because, like I tell all my new mentees, they said, Power Talk, how can you help me turn my pain points to my power points? I said, first of all, I said, I was in that spot of deep depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts. There was a point in my life I wanted to commit suicide. I had a bottle of pills, I was in the garage, had the car running. I was down on my last. I lost everything. I felt like life was over. I was going through a very dark moment in my life. And in that moment, like I came that close from really taking my life. But something happened, and I got up, took a cold shower, and I told myself every day it's gonna be small wins. But what happened was my situation didn't change overnight, but my mindset did. Then I allowed the pain that I was going through, the depression, the anxiety, the doubt, the betrayal, people kicking my back in. I used that as motivation for me to find the power I need inside of me to conquer every day. Because the first thing people got to understand is that you are very grateful to see another day. First of all, don't take that for granted. To wake up and see another day, like for instance, we had a speaker that spoke at Neo event this weekend. The guy had no legs, one arm with one finger, and one arm he was missing. So there's a lot of things in life that may bring us down to cause pain points that we cannot control, or we're allowing it to control our mind. So once I was able to change my mindset to listen, I can't fix what's happened, I can't fix what I'm going through, but I can fix how I approach the situation. And that's what I call finding your power. So therefore, like if you're dealing with people say, well, I lost my mother, I lost my father, I lost my husband. I said, well, guess what? I lost my mother to a heart attack. I lost my father to cancer. I lost my grandma on Christmas Eve. So I know all about dealing with a loss. So therefore, I don't consume myself on the actual loss. I consume myself when I know they're looking after me and they want me to be the best version of myself. Because even though my mother and father was both on drugs, in and out of rehab, had to live with one grandmother, live with another grandmother. Yeah, there was a lot of regret. There was a lot of things that was built up inside of me that caused a lot of pain points in my life. But once I was able to get over that and being the black sheep of the family, all those pain points I was dealing with, I bottle it up to a bundle of power. People say, what you mean by bundle of power? That means you take that power and say, I'm not the black sheep of the family. I'm going to be the first one to get my degree in engineering. I'm going to be the first one to start my own company. I'm going to be the first one to be a certified motivational speaker, because there's no excuses. Because what we do, we allow the pain points to be our excuses to not be who we need to be. That's not true. No more excuses. Listen, no more daddy issues, no more mommy issues, no more, oh, they don't believe me issues. It's about the issue is with yourself. You got to find yourself first. And I allow the pain not to break me, but the pain to actually bring me up. And people say, well, what about depression? What about anxiety? Now, I know there's certain levels of it, but when you're going through something, yes, you might get depression, might feel down, you might feel sad. But people say, so how do I, what's my first step? The first step is understanding your why and just being grateful to be on this earth right now. Just being grateful for what you do have and don't worry about what you don't have. And now you got to ask yourself, what is your ultimate goal as a human being? Are you going to sit here in this pain? Or are you going to live a beautiful life? Are you going to experience life? Are you going to smile? Are you going to do the necessary steps that you need to do to make every second, every minute, every hour count that you on this earth? Or are you going to sit here back in this dark room and you're going to be balled up and you're not going to allow yourself to grow as an individual? Because you got to understand, nobody's life is perfect. We do a lot of window shopping. We think everybody on Instagram living this great life, everybody doing this, everybody doing that. Don't worry about what they're doing. You worry about what you're doing. You worry about what's in your house. You worry about what you do. If you just got water, you just got bread, you know, you got an opportunity, get a new job. You know, there's other things that you can do that you can smile about. Stop dwelling on stuff that you feel like you can't smile about it. Because I've been through a lot of pain in my life that we could do a 3-hour interview. But however, to narrow everything down for everybody that's listening, now I'm talking with you, I'm not talking at you. What I want you to understand is that you are in control of your mindset. You are in control of your spirit. You cannot let no situation, nobody take you out your element. If somebody don't believe in you, somebody hurt you, somebody did something wrong to you, take them out your circle. Use that as an example for you to be the best version of yourself. Every day, it's like we always say, we hear this all the time. It's always you versus you. So my main thing, my first step is gratitude. I'm grateful I woke up this morning. I'm grateful that I got the opportunity to be here on this show. I'm grateful that I can help change lives. I can get you a list of things that I can feel like might not can be right. That's not gonna get me nowhere. Why would I dwell on that? Why would I sit here on this show and tell you, oh, I'm dealing with this. Oh, I gotta worry about this. Oh, I gotta worry about that. That's not gonna get us anywhere. What's gonna get us to the next level is saying, I'm gonna be the most powerful motivational speaker in the world. I'm gonna help over 10,000 people to turn their pain into power. I'm going to tell you to keep your head up, queen. Keep your head up, king. Whatever you want to accomplish, you're going to accomplish it, but you got to believe in yourself. Get that doubt out your way. That doubt pain point is your power point right now.
So why we break it down to atoms, man? Because I took a lot of notes, and I'm trying to tell you guys, I'm hosting the show, and I always be taking notes. So if you sitting there listening and watching, and you have the ability to take some, definitely take some notes, because Power Talks is dropping some gems right here. Definitely some gems that can change your life. So one of the things I want to talk to you real quickly about is you mentioned like one of the first ways that you do it is you go into like gratitude, right? So for those that may have heard that, you know, they may have an idea what that is. What is a simple way that people can implement gratitude in their life on a daily basis?
Right. So what I do in my program, I tell people it's called the first 15. And actually one of my mentees, they help me package that up. I would call it the first thing you do in the morning, but we call it the first 15. That means the first 15 minutes of the day. Don't touch your phone, don't touch the TV, sit up on the side of the bed, and I want you to focus on you. I want you to clear your mind, and I want you to be grateful for who you are, grateful for the things you have in life, and I want you to tap into your inner peace before you even start your day, before you go running around. Because basically, to start your day, you need a clear head, right? After you have a clear head, I need you to focus on the things that you might have in life that people will be upset or be disappointed if you was to give up. And that's what we call our why, right?
Mm.
And we take that for granted sometimes when the bills due, when you think about their loss, you think about their depression, you think about anxiety, you think about these things, these pain points, somebody just left you, but what you're not really thinking about, there's some people out there that really need you, or you need yourself. People say, well, I don't have nobody in my life. Well, guess what? You got yourself. So when you speak about gratitude, for me, like I'm a man of faith. I don't push my religion on anybody. But however, if you woke up to see another day, I know that's cliche, but it's very true though. For you to actually have the opportunity on this earth to wake up and to experience life one more time is the biggest gift possible. So that's your gratitude. Like I got a gratitude journal, and I recommend everybody pick one up. So a gratitude journal, that means when you get up each day or before your day is over, write down the things that you are thankful for and give that journal real things, right? And only focus on that and then highlight it. And when you're having a bad moment, go back to those moments. Like my daughter's about to graduate from high school, right? And I was talking to her last night, and her graduation, I think it's June something, and her prom is like 2 weeks before. And I sat there like with tears in my eyes. I'm like, wow, my daughter grew up so fast. And I think about when I wanted to take my life, and I'm saying to myself, like, if you would have took your life and you would have gave up, you would have never seen your daughter graduate or to be there for her prom or surprise her with a graduation gift because you was being selfish. And a lot of us, we don't realize when we're allowing certain things to take us out of our element and we want to give up, we're being extremely selfish on the people around us that love us and that need us. So I'm gonna tell you a quick secret. Life is never gonna be easy. Life is about what you make of it. And that's what really resonate with me now because I don't like even you seen Neo, you seen all everybody at this event. I mean, you seen powerful people in the room. I don't care how much money they got. Nobody life is perfect. Money does not make your life perfect. What make your life perfect is how you view life, how you go and operate on a day-to-day basis throughout life. So that gratitude journal, I recommend everybody to get one because if you don't write it down, sometimes you don't really see it or you feel it. So think about in the morning, guys, when you wake up, get your gratitude journal out and write down a few things that you're thankful for. And when the day is over, when you're having a bad day, like we talked about the event, don't get mad when somebody cut you off in front of you, road rage. Don't let them take you out your element. Because when somebody gets you upset, and you sitting there yelling and screaming, and they keep going, the only thing you're doing is drinking poison, and you hoping they get sick because they okay, they gone. But your blood pressure up, you got a headache, you got your element, no,
Yeah,
control
so
your
what we
emotion.
talk about having bad seconds, right? Bad seconds by bad minutes, not bad days and bad weeks.
Right. That's true. That's true. That's right. No more bad days, man. Only bad seconds and
Yeah.
bad minutes. That's it. Every day is a learning lesson. You gotta look at life at school. Like I went to college, and of course nobody want to get up and go to school and learn and take midterms and take finals. But however, these certain tests is to help to elevate you once you pass it to get you to the next level and to get you to your degree once you complete all your credits. That's how life is, right? Every day you're going through a test. Every day you're studying for something. And when you get tests, your test is your testimony. Your mess is your message for you to get your degree in happiness, your degree in your new company, your degree as entrepreneur, your degree for that new love life, whatever you need. So you might meet somebody that broke your heart. You might meet somebody that took advantage of you, but that was just your test for you not to allow that to happen again when you meet the right person. So you got to go through certain things in life sometimes to be able to accept the new blessing that's going to come to you on that next round, but never allow the current situation that may not be ideal to close that door on that new blessing that's waiting for
Yo, that was powerful, bro. We got some powerful coming straight from Power Talk. Listen, if you guys have any questions specifically, drop them in the chat while we got David available on the show. He can ask questions for you live. I'm gonna go over a couple of things that I took so far. We
you.
talked
Yes.
about fix how you approach the situation, find your power within there. Um, don't consume yourself on the losses, bottle up, and then bundle those into power. Um, the first step is really to understanding your why, when you're bottling them
Right.
up. Be
Yep.
grateful for what you do have and not what you don't have,
Right.
right? Make every second, minute, and hour count. And conversely, only have bad seconds and minutes. Maybe,
Yes.
maybe an hour, no bad days, weeks, and
Yes.
months.
Yes.
You are in control. of your mindset and control of your spirit, which I think is super powerful.
Yes.
That first 15 is crazy, right? So if you're not doing nothing, I think one of the worst things you can do in the morning is get up and then just get on your
Oh
phone
yeah.
and get moving, or get up
That's the
and then
worst
just
thing.
go do something, right? So
Right.
even if you're not doing nothing right now, that first 15 is huge. So literally, I would take that right now and run with it. If you're not doing anything when you wake up, if you're literally just waking up and then just starting your day, I will utilize that first 15. And then you talk about the gratitude journal. Write down 10 to 50 things you are grateful, 10 to 15 things you're grateful for daily, and make sure they're real things, right? So like a real
Right.
thing could be like, for instance, I'm grateful to have you on the show. Really, it
Vice
that's a
versa.
real thing. Happen right now, right?
Right. Real
I'm
talk.
grateful.
Right.
100% grateful that I was able to land safely back in LA. That's a real
Exactly.
thing, right?
Yes. Exactly.
That's a real thing.
Exactly. Right. See what you're doing right now, what you're saying, that's the key, right? So imagine you just spend 5 or 10 minutes on focusing on everything that you're grateful for. I can go downstairs, I can make me some breakfast. I got a job to go to, or I can get the opportunity to get a new job. I got a good mindset, right? I got my health. Like I remember when I caught COVID, and I'm an entrepreneur, so every day counts, every second count. Business trying to get the bag. Now I'm out for 6 to 8 weeks, right? So therefore, there's things I can't do no more to bring that bag in to my company. But however, you think I thought about that? The only thing I thought about was am I going to die, or am I going to be able to see my family again? Like I went to the hospital twice. They had to, admit me, like it was bad. I had COVID real bad. So all those worries, whatever bills, whatever thing you stressing about, I wasn't worried about none of that. The only thing I was worried about is getting back healthy. Like I'm literally sitting there with IV in my arm. I'm sitting there, I'm losing weight. Like I got fevers beyond where it's like close to a stroke. Like it was bad. But once I got back healthy, the best, I remember the day I was able to go walk out the house and just walk down the street and just take a walk, and to feel the air on my face, and breathe, and the sun on my skin. Like those little things right there was like, that's what's really important. So sometimes we are so worried about superficial things, or things that may seem like bad at the moment. But let me tell you something. If you can't get up, you can't breathe, you can't walk, you got cancer. Like my father, I remember I got the call on my birthday. My father had stage 4 cancer, and they gave him 3 months to live. So I cut my trip short, flew back from Dubai, went right to North Carolina, from a small town called Henderson, North Carolina. My father was in a perfect bill of health, look-wise, but inside he was dying. Literally in 3 months, my father passed away. I had put morphine in my father's mouth for like his last couple of days just to numb the pain, right? And him and I, we bonded, of course, because of my story. But the point that I want to get at is that he didn't know that day was coming. He didn't know that, because he had a pain in his stomach, that he already had stage 4 cancer. There's nothing he can do to actually stop it. There was nothing no power talk. I could have power talk all day long. It wouldn't have helped the situation. He could have prayed and prayed. It wouldn't have helped the situation. It was just his time, right? So now a lot of us, like when you're born, there's a date. There's a born when you leave here. In the middle, there's a dash. What are you going to do with your dash?
Yep.
Stop playing around with your dash. You don't know when that date going to end. Like that dash is important. Like, what are you doing every day in your dash? You need to operate with excellence every day that you on this earth. You need to smile, hug somebody, call somebody, I love you. How you been? Go do something for yourself. Go get a massage. Go work out. Take care of your health. Start that new company. If it failed, try again. I failed several times. I lost everything twice. I got it all back. But the thing about it is, you got to understand that dash, you can't take that dash for granted. That dash is priceless. Right now, if Steve Jobs right now could say, you know what? I would never start at Apple with none of this if I could be back on this earth right now. But no matter how much money, how smart Steve Jobs was, he's gone. There's nothing he can do. I guarantee you, if he was talking to God right now, say, listen, I don't care about the Apple. I don't care about these iPhones. Let them figure it out. Just put me back on the earth and let me be with my family and let me just see another sunset. I guarantee you he'll switch that out any day. So therefore, if you don't get anything from my message, from David Power Talk, do not take that dash for granted. Your dash is priceless, kings and queens.
So we got a couple of questions from the community. One is from Cola. She asks, what role does God play in your life and in your messaging?
Play a lot. My name is David Solomon, right? Two great kings. My father's name David Solomon too, so that means I'm a junior. And even though, like I tell people, I'm no pastor, I'm no deacon, but my faith is everything. Because there's a lot of times in life, you ever see those movies like when the plane is about to hit the mountain, or sometimes the plane do hit the mountain and things just, everybody's gone, or the plane is about to hit one of them Tom Cruise movies, and then he pulled the plane up. There's a lot of times in my life that the plane was just going right here. Like, I mean, the mountain was right there. And for some apparent reason, God pulled that plane up on me. And I didn't hit that mountain. I didn't crash and burn. So when it comes to God in my life, I owe everything to God. Like my faith is everything. I would never push my faith on anybody. But however, I pray so much. Sometimes I think God, he blocked me sometimes. It's just, but I pray when things are good.
You hitting God's DMs. You hitting God's DMs too much.
Right? I'm in his DMs heavy. Sometimes Moses picked the phone up. Moses was like, Power Talk, did you again? I'm like, yeah, man, I just want to pray. Say, okay, Power Talk, we get it. You know? So God plays a very important part of my life.
All right, we got another question. This one is from Nikita. Nikita asks, what if bad things keep happening? How can you believe or even move forward from anything? I'm having a really hard time. I've tried everything you discussed also. So where do I begin?
That's a deep question. I don't know her story. I'm not sure exactly what she's going through. Like, for instance, I have several mentees in my life right now that they joined my team. We went from a team to now we're a family, right? Like I had one girl, her name was Jen. She tried to commit suicide twice. The third time, the gun jammed, and then she went on TikTok. She found me on TikTok. She joined my program. I helped her through her mindset, and now she's a speaker, and her brand is faith over suicide. So what I would tell you is that send me a DM or somebody else, talk to somebody, because one thing about going through tough times, you need an accountability partner. You need somebody to help you talk you through it. And I'm not saying this, I want you to join my program. I'm just saying, shoot me a DM. I get on a call with you for like an hour and just chop it up with you and just give you some key things for you to start doing. Because I'm gonna tell you something, right? God gave me this kind of like this He-Man or this like superhero strength inside of me that when I do go through dark moments, I was able to switch that gear and turn that switch on and just go beast mode. But I do know a lot of people don't have that ability because things keep hitting you in the face. Imagine you walk out the house, boom, another problem, then another problem, then another problem, then another problem. That's very difficult to deal with. And when you go through that, you need somebody to talk to. You need a coach, you need a mentor, or you just need a friend, accountability partner. Say, listen, I know what you're going through. Let me give you some advice. Let me talk to you because I don't know her full situation. But listen, shoot me a DM. Let's just do a call together. I'm not doing this to get you my program. I'm just saying that I know all about that four-letter word here. It's pain. I know all about that pain, right? So when you're in that pain, it's hard sometimes to see the power in that pain. Or when you're in that dark spot, it's hard to see that light sometimes because it's just on you. Like you're just in a dark spot. And some people get out a little bit faster, or some people get through it a little bit slower. But just take small steps, take small wins, and focus on that and tap into me. I'll help you out with that.
I tell you what, though, Imperfect Action shows Monday through Friday, 9:30 on the East, 12:30 on the West. I don't think Nikita has been to an episode. I don't remember seeing her in the comments. So maybe she has, but maybe this is the first time she asked a question. This is the first time we had Power Talk on the episode. So I'm going to just go ahead and say this is a message that you were supposed to receive. And whether or not, you decide to tap into to David on the DM, that bridge was extended. You know what I mean? So I think this is definitely something that you were supposed to be present for, something that you were supposed to receive. I really believe like this message is definitely for you specifically. And yeah, definitely shoot him a DM. And like you said, not necessarily to jump into his program, but you may just need someone to talk to, get a little bit more clarity, get some direction. Not feel like you're alone and things like that. So I want to let you know we see you here at the Imperfect Action Show. We're thankful that you spent a couple of minutes with us, however long you've been here, and I'm glad that you asked your question. So look, guys, we're approaching the time. There's two questions I popped in. I want to give David an opportunity to answer both these questions and then let him know what he currently has going on because I see that he has a live in-person event coming up in April. I mean,
Yeah.
not April. When's it in June?
June, yeah, June.
Yeah. I'm like, we're in April. You got a live
Right,
event
right.
coming up in June. So if you guys
Yeah.
definitely want to make sure that you hit that up. If you're interested, he's gonna talk a little bit more about that. So let's tackle these last two questions. This one's from his Jaquetta. What do you do when the pain goes deep?
Mm. Um, take a moment out and to take a moment out and to actually embrace the pain for a minute. Like I told you, I was raised with my grandmother. I don't know. I might have sprinkled that in there while my mother was in rehab, right? So it was very hard for me to not have my mother in my life or to visit my mother in rehab, like on holidays. I kept saying, "Mom, when you coming home?" So for me, that was a very painful moment. But the most painful moment was when my grandmother died on Christmas Eve, and I had to figure out a way how to handle that. And I took a moment out and I really grieved. I really cried like a baby. I really just sat there and I let it all out. But I thought about the good moments, and now I know everybody go through a different pain. So I don't know if it's mental abuse, physical abuse. I don't know if it's financial problems. I don't know. Mental health is very important. I'm actually speaking in Charlotte at the mental health awareness. However, every pain I will say is different. So I'm never going to downplay your pain at all. I would never downplay your pain. But one thing I would tell you is that the deeper your pain, the deeper your power, right? Because I've been through a lot of things. Yes, I've been through deep depression. I've been through anxiety, suicidal thoughts. I actually had to rub ice on my own mother's chest at 8 years old. I didn't know what I was doing. She was laying there half naked. It was four men standing around my mother. Come to find out, she was having an overdose. I ran out the house. When she finally popped up out of coming out the overdose. So therefore, it was very difficult for me to move on, but I had to bottle that up and go to school and act like everything was okay. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people in this chat, when people say, "Hey, how you doing today?" and you smile, you say, "I'm okay," but deep down inside, you're not okay. And I know that feeling. And it's okay to say you're not okay, but it's not okay to sit there. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna say that one more time because some of you didn't get that. It's okay to say, you know what, today I'm not okay, but it's just not okay to sit there. And I know it's harder sometimes to get back up when that pain is just so heavy on your shoulders, just on your mind, on your spirit. I know that, but I need you to find a way to dig deep. I need you to find a way to slowly get out of it. And like I tell everybody in my program, I said, listen, the most important step is the first step. It's to say, I'm ready to heal. I'm ready to get out of the pain. I'm ready to be stronger. Because if you're not ready for it, you're not telling yourself you're not ready for it, you're never going to be ready for it. If you keep doubting yourself, say, well, it still hurt. Well, it's still going on. I'm still disappointed. He still hurt me. He's still this. But guess what, though? If you tell yourself, I'm going to be stronger. I'm going to get over this. I'm going to beat anxiety. I'm going to beat depression. And you keep telling yourself every day you start doing these certain things. And the same thing with you, too. Send me a DM, tap into me. We do a Zoom call together. And anybody on this show, you got any problems, listen, just tap into me. I'm not telling you to join my program, but I'll talk to you one-on-one and we'll go with some things with you real quick, just on the behalf of me being on his show.
I appreciate that, man. Definitely make sure you guys tap in. How you doing with time, bro? We just had one more question come
I'm
in.
good. Go ahead, bro. I got you. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so we got two more questions. All right, so let me roll this one up. This one's from Heather. She asks, how do you keep the pain from coming back when you're trying so hard to move forward?
Mm. Um, you can't prevent it from coming back. It's going to come back. Like for instance, like I got one of my day ones, like one of my boys I kind of like we grew up with like high school, right? And we haven't spoken in like in months, little disagreement, but I reached out. I was the bigger man, of course. I don't want to say he's not bigger than me, but I'm just saying, as far as I knew that I wanted to say, listen, man, I love you like a brother. So no matter what whatever we feel like somebody's right or wrong, we love each other. We can get through this, right? But however, yo, I wanted him to be in my first mastermind. I wanted him to come down to Neo event. I wanted him to be a part of seeing how Power Talk is just growing at this massive level, right? Oh, I just want to call and talk to you, say, yo, how your mom's doing, how your father doing, right? And that pain comes back. But however, what I do, I just smile because I say I can't control his actions. I can't control what he's not doing. Would I want that? Yes. So that pain that comes back, let's say it was a pain of you going through somebody, you went through a divorce, right? And you're thinking about your husband that left you, you're thinking about your wife that left you or what they did to you. So what you do is you say to yourself, there's a blessing in all of that pain, because now you're going to find other people that really appreciate the value that you bring to this earth, and they're going to treat you like the king and the queen that you really are. Because now I'm looking at my people that's in my Cheerio. See, my Cheerio is my circle. That's all that's small Cheerio is. So right now, if you in my Cheerio, I hate you, because I know the people in my Cheerio right now, they really appreciate the value that I bring to this earth. Not them, because if you worry about what I do for you, then we off track. It's about what we do for everybody around us and everybody that comes in our whole circumference, everybody that's in our nucleus, right? Because we're gonna work together to help each other. That's why I developed the Power Talk team. It's just a bunch of like-minded individuals, you know, that dealing with pain points turn to power points, and we work together. We went from a team to a family to coaches to speakers. So you can't prevent. I'm gonna be honest with you. You can't prevent the pain to come back, but you can deal with it at a very strong level now with a deeper power, and that's up to you.
Yeah, I felt that. I definitely felt that. I definitely know. I definitely agree with everything that you said with that. You can't. I mean, because a lot of things that you're saying, like like my mom's passed, grandma passed, my dad passed, and I could think about it right now, and I could be like, okay, cool. I know what that felt like.
Right.
Can't sit in it. You know what I'm saying? And the person
No.
you're gonna become, person you're gonna become outside of that, or whatever you're going through, like you said, you're gonna align or start aligning with other people that actually gonna appreciate, you know what I'm saying, where you are and things like that, and the person that you're working to become. So the last question we have, this one's coming from Libby. Libby asks, how do you deal when someone does not forgive you?
Ooh. Um. First thing I do, I pray for forgiveness for myself first, right? I did it this morning. I really did. I'm not saying that I did something wrong, but like I said, I pray a lot. So I pray a lot, but I'm not perfect, and I know I'm not perfect. So the first thing I do, I'm worried about that person, but I'm more worried about how God see me. And I want God to know that I'm intentional on saying I'm sorry. I'm intentional on working on myself. I'm intentional on not going backwards, but going forward. So sometimes the person are still looking at the version that you was back then, that they don't know the new version that you are right now. So it might take some time, or it may never happen, right? So therefore, the new version of you is saying, "I'm sorry I did this, but I am growing. I'm going to be a better person, a better listener. I'm going to do things that's not just for me, but for everybody. Because in order for us to sometimes to grow, we got to get smacked in the face a little bit. We got to make some mistakes, but your mistakes don't define you. So if they don't forgive you, you just pray for forgiveness for yourself and God, and you pray that one day they would see the new version of you, and then maybe the stars will line back up. So I want everybody that's watching this, write down the word alignment, right? Alignment. God is going to align you with the right people at the right time, and He's going to take certain people out your alignment when that time is needed. So it might be a time within your life right now that you're just not aligned with that person. It's just things that, not saying that you was totally wrong or they was totally wrong. They're just not in your alignment at this point. So don't focus on that. Focus what is really in your alignment. What's there with you? Who right now is seeing you eye to eye? Who is shoulder to shoulder? Who's rocking with you? Who see your value? Who see your growth? Who see the good things that you're doing, and they're not focusing on the bad things you're doing?
Yo, real shit on that, bro. And honestly, I'm gonna just throw a little extra piece on that. It's okay to tell people that, yo, we're gonna fall back a little bit on this, or I'm not gonna be, I'm not gonna be around as much as I used to be. Or in
Right.
some case, it's also okay to let somebody go.
Yes. Oh
Like
my God.
if you're not in alignment no more,
Yes.
it's
Yes.
okay to be like, yo, you know what?
Yes.
I'm doing this for me, so I'm calling to let you know
Right.
that I'm not really feeling, I'm not really rocking with,
Right.
currently what's going on.
Right.
I gotta do this for me.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick.
Yeah.
There's two women in my life,
Mm.
just friends of mine, two women in my life. One of them we've
Mm.
been friends for probably like 8 years. The
Mm.
other one we've been friends for maybe like a year. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? The one that we was friends for 8 years, I had to sit back and really analyze what's going on. Like number
Right.
one, I'm keeping the friendship together.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So if I'm not putting in the effort that I put in, and it's normal for me, we
Right.
probably wouldn't even be friends for these 8 years. That's number
Right.
one.
Right.
Number two, where I'm at and where I'm going, like Power Talk was talking about, he would like the homie to see what's going on. He would like the homie to be in alignment. He would like the homie kind of see the evolution of Power Talk.
Right.
But that person doesn't want to see that, because
Right.
if they did, they would be plugged in. They would be checking in. They would be following up. They would be randomly texting
Yes.
you. They would be around. They would be
Yes.
making themselves available. But guess what?
Right.
Shorty never made herself available. I check in with her. She won't check in with me, or or I'll follow up. It'd be like a 72-hour follow up. I'm busy.
Right.
I know Power
Right.
Talks is busy, so I
Right.
know she ain't as busy as me, bro.
Right. Right.
So if I can
Right.
make the time, no
Right.
excuse.
Right.
So what did I do? I hit her up, and I'm sharing this with you guys because I
Mhm.
want y'all. This message may be for some of y'all. I'm sharing this with you guys,
Right.
right? So I hit
Right.
her up. I love voicemails. I said, hey,
Mhm.
listen, this is where I'm at right now. I'm not
Right.
really feeling this. I'm sending you grace. I'm sending you abundance. I'm sending you love,
Mm.
energy, all of that. But I'm letting you
Mhm.
know this is where I'm moving. I'm no longer going to be available like how I have. And you know what I'm saying? I wish you well.
Right.
We're not breaking up, but
Right.
it ain't going to be the same cadence.
Right.
You know how long it took her to respond to me? Bro, a month.
Wow.
I made the right decision. Made the
Exactly.
right decision. So
Exactly.
I'm sharing that with you guys because some of you guys may
Mhm.
be thinking about, you know what? I feel, I don't know.
Mm.
I'm afraid to have this conversation. I'm afraid to break up with somebody. I'm afraid to
Mm.
really tell how I feel. You got to
Mm.
do it for you, because you got to protect you. You got to pour into you.
Yep.
Now, think about it. You're not doing those text messages. You're not doing those emails. You're not doing those calls. How much
Yep.
more time and energy do you have for yourself now to now
Mm.
really more and more in alignment?
Bro, that you hit when I say you hit the nail on the head, you hit, bro. I like literally, and I don't want to keep dwelling on the situation, but yes, we would spend hours on the phone early in the morning talking. With you know me, I'm power talk. I like pouring into people, right? But then I realized I wasn't getting poured back into. Like it
Yeah,
was, you know what I'm saying? Like I was doing the 80, he was doing the 20. Every once in a while, you might, but still, the time that I was pouring into him or the things that I was doing, once that time was free, and now I'm putting that time to somebody or a situation that now understands the value of what power talk is bringing to the table and what we can all do at the same table, and we can lift each other up, support each other, be there for each other. That I look back and I'm saying, wow, I was wasting time on something that wasn't appreciating my time. Because like I talk about this with my mentees, there's one thing we know we can't get back, and that's time. So you know you can't get back time, you got to do a serious audit with the people around you and the situations in your life. Because if you are wasting time on things and people that does not appreciate you, you got to cut them out immediately. Like one last thing, I had this subcontractor. I build houses, and I mean, so I was giving him like thousands of work, right? So one job, he got frustrated, and his guys did something wrong, and I went to him first like a man, but he went out of character. He said some things to me that I didn't like, so I just cut him off. I blocked this number. I said, you know what? I'm not dealing with that negative energy. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna approach the situation like you trying to approach me. Today, he called me from a different number. He said, "Listen, my brother, I just want to apologize. You know what? I was just going through something at the moment. I had another big job going on, and you was trying to really talk to me. I wasn't hearing it, and I just want to say, man, I apologize. I apologize for the way I acted. I apologize for, not appreciating what you was doing. And if you give me another opportunity, I don't even want no deposit. I don't want anything. I'll just do the job. When the job is done, if you're happy, you pay me then, just to show you that I had to take a moment and sit back and realize that this man really believed in me, was giving me an opportunity, and I took it for granted."
100%, man. So
Man,
listen, on that, this has been a crazy episode of the Imperfect Action Show.
love it.
Blessings and gratitude to my brother for staying OT. We're currently over 16 minutes. So I like to just say that because I really like to keep these shows 30 minutes. So when my
Right,
guests have extra time, I got to
right,
say thank you
right.
and grateful. I hope this message in today's was episode was for a lot of you guys that stayed on, and a lot of you guys have stayed on. We've been rocking steady with the live audience for pretty much the majority of the show. So now I want to give Power Talk an opportunity to let you guys know what he currently has going on. If you want to tap into him, also let's talk about this live event and all the ways they can just literally connect with you, bro. How can they do that?
Okay, great. Listen, guys, David Power Talk, Instagram, David Power Talk, TikTok, David Power Talk, Facebook, YouTube, David Power Talk. If you need me, tap into me. If you go to my Instagram and go to my TikTok, my email is there. My Facebook group link is there. Tap and send me a DM. Right now, like I told you guys, I am a motivational speaker. I help people to turn their pain into a powerful story on stage. If you would like to become a motivational speaker, tap into me. If you're dealing with some pain and you want to learn how to turn that pain into power, tap into me. I'm a great mentor to all my mentees. Some of them was on this live right now, and they'll tell you since they tapped into me, their life has changed around. But you got to be willing to take the next step. Also, too, Atlanta, June 4th, my next live event, my mastermind. I got some powerful speakers, and it's looking like it might be a 2-day event now. Because I went to Atlanta, man, I tapped into some people that want to be part of my event. They want to come and speak. They want to give back. And I'm just overwhelmed with the amount of response of people that's going to be there. I got some new speakers in my program. It's going to be an amazing, amazing event. It's going to be June 4th in Atlanta at the Grand Hyatt Hotel in Buckhead. And if anybody is on this live, or anybody that's tapped into me that's in the Atlanta area, or you want to come down on June 4th, what I'm going to do for you, I'm going to put you on my VIP list so you can get in for free only if you send me a DM or email today and say, listen, I saw you on Imperfect Action. I love everything you was talking about. I would love to be at your live event. Just send me a message and I got you. It's going to be amazing. And the event is called It's My Turn Mastermind, because in life, you got to wake up and say, enough is enough. It's my turn to heal. It's my turn to grow. It's my turn to start my business. It's my turn to have the biggest podcast on this earth. It's my turn to be the top motivational speaker in the world. So there's something inside of you that you got to say to yourself, it's my turn.
100%. Listen, y'all, go fast, quick, in a hurry. Head over to Power Talk DM. Let them know that, yo, I want to be in person at this mastermind. I want to be on your personal VIP list. I want to show up. I want to be in person. I want to feel the energy. I want to be in the room and all of that. And, him and I can tell you how powerful it is. We were in the room this weekend and it went crazy, right? So you definitely want to make sure you're in this room. Bro, I really, really appreciate you, man, for making the space and the time to come on the show. I don't really ask a lot of people to come back, bro, but I would really love it if you could throw me on your schedule, come back sometime this summer, maybe get you back around June or July or something.
Yeah, let's do it, man. I mean, I'm with it, man. I think this was amazing. I think the dialogue was organic. I think a lot of people got some things off it. I appreciate the energy. Like a lot of people don't realize when you get interviewed and you're talking to a host, you got to make sure that the right energy, the right fit is there. I've been on different interviews and things like that, and I want to say you great, my brother. You're very real. I see you in person down in Atlanta, and as soon as I spoke to you and I seen what you was doing, That means y'all already knew your mindset is there. I see your content that you have on your platforms. I love it. And I said, you know what? I definitely want to tap into my brother. So anytime you need me, I'm there. Just let me know. We'll set up a date and we can pour back into the people because I know somebody needed to hear this message. Somebody needed to hear that my pain is my power. Somebody needed to hear it's my turn. Somebody need to hear that, you know what, it's gonna be better tomorrow. I'm gonna take the right step. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna push forward. Because if David Power Talk could do it, if David Power Talk can come through this, come through that, go through this, come back and do all this and look you right in your face, right now and tell you that your pain is your power and you got this. I'm telling you, you got this, but it starts with you. I can't control it. You got to take the first step. You got to believe in yourself. You got to take the steps in yourself to understand how much you matter, the value that you bring to the table. What the world would be disappointed if you wasn't here. So therefore, I need you to operate in greatness with that dash. Let's get it.
100%, y'all. Listen, April 25th, Master Your Marketing Challenge. Make sure you tap in. You guys already know it's Brennan Boyd on Instagram. It's Brennan Boyd on YouTube. It's Brennan Boyd on TikTok. If you're looking to take that marketing to the next level, get clear on your messaging, grow a community to get more sales, get more clients, you definitely do not want to miss this 5-day boot camp, virtual boot camp. David, bro, appreciate you, man. We'll see you again. If you guys missed anything on today's episode, it's going right on YouTube immediately, right? So make sure you share, you subscribe. Maybe there's somebody else in your life today that needs to hear this message. Send it to them because you know what? We got a gift today. We got to share that gift out. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the Imperfect Action Show. And it's been Brennan Boyd and David Power Talk. Let's go.
Peace.